God story, and it's funny, the video from earlier actually really connects to my God story, which was not planned because when I approached Susan about giving this story, she pretty much let me do it without giving her information, which was a bold move, because originally I really wanted to tell you all about why God wants you to cheer for the Denver Broncos, but if I gave that God story, I probably wouldn't be able to give another one. But no, the real God story I have, well, first, and I'll do it first, to make it easier for anyone out there. I just want you to raise a hand real quick. If you've ever been on that verge of just giving up, like, it's just life's been too much for you, you just want to say, God, you win, it's been too much. I've been on that verge probably way too many times, especially from my age. There's been a lot of trial in my life ever since I was a kid. Up to now, I've had a lot of it. But before I get into what the meat of that, I want to explain what a bus buddy is. I learned from like 3rd grade to 6th grade, every year when you get on a new school bus, you kind of always have that one person that you sit next to. And that one person is always your friend for the year. For me, at least, it was that way. They didn't really change my life or anything. They were just someone that, for the 20-minute bus ride, 30-minute bus ride, I could sit by them and have a good time. However, I did move around a lot, and when I started 6th grade, not only was I starting middle school, I was actually homeless. I moved in with my grandmother right down the road from the Ingalls, and my bus buddy actually turned out to be Sam Ingle. When I first sat next to him, I knew who he was. But I was just, another bus buddy. What I didn't know was how that friendship was going to develop. Over time, I would just stay the weekend. I actually only stayed one day at first, and then I ended up staying the weekend. I'd go to church with them to their old church before they came here. And then, whenever breaks started, just years into that, I would start staying for a week or so. And our friendship just developed through both staying at his house, going to church. We were both in the school band. But then I moved, and when I moved, although I still stayed in contact with Sam, that was really hard for me, because I've always had a really hard time with my anxiety. I had a hard time making friends, and I got really lonely then. And that's crippled me in a lot of ways. A lot of my emotions are just shut off. I had a hard time connecting with people. But into that didn't last very long, because, one day Sam tells me that Susan turns out that she could get to be the preacher here. I think that's right, preacher. And I was like, well, that's cool. It was right down the road from where I lived. I don't live there anymore, but it was right down the road, so I could go. And I did. And when I first got here, I didn't think much of it, because I've been to probably over a dozen churches. And I really didn't, when I first got here, I was like, cool, another church. But I was very wrong. I can't even begin to talk about how Trinity it sealed the deal in saving my life, really, because it didn't just bring me closer to the Ingalls, but it brought me closer to God. Before I came here, I believed in God, but I wasn't close to Him, and I didn't really lean on Him at all. But this place, and it wasn't just this place, but the people here, I'll tell you, I've never met a church, a group of a body like this, that's embraced me the way you all have. And although I will say, when I graduated high school, I kind of got away from that a little bit. I came here maybe the first year I graduated, but for those of you that don't know, I didn't go straight to college after. I'm still not in college yet, because my anxiety it's crippled me in ways that I never thought it would. And so I kind of got so anxious I wouldn't even come here for a while. So it's now 2 years and several months since I graduated high school. And I felt so lost, and I was at that verge of giving up again. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, honestly, it got to the point to where I ended up staying at the Ingalls for maybe 2 weeks, and I didn't even really, I didn't know how to approach them because I was so nervous, I was so anxious. But once I learned that I didn't have to approach them. They approached me, and then they found me. And then I've realized that they didn't just find me. Trinity found me again. I've been here a lot more often thanks to them. And thanks to having closer to God, they brought me to Emmaus, which I would do a God's story on that, but you have to go to experience that. And honestly, I'm not done yet. I had stuff getting enrolled in school. I still have to find a job. I still have to keep going. But the best thing about all this is that although I'm not done yet, which I don't think any of us are, I've been found by all of you, the Ingalls, the church, and God. So with that, I have to thank the Ingle family, and that I just wanted to say that I love all three of you and the rest of your family. I wanted to thank all of Trinity and say that I love every single one of you. That might be a little awkward to hear, but it's very true. And finally, I have to thank God, and I have to say that I love Him because He's loved me since January 22nd, 1997. And yeah, that's my God story.